Hey, ciao, my friends, dobro jutro. Have you seen this? Isn't this cool? You've got Velcroed things you can put on there. These are all Velcroed. You can change them. This shop, it's in Belgrade. It's Horus, Horus, Tachka Rasa, Horus.rs. All sorts of cool stuff. Really cool clothes, jackets, hoodies, and you've got a million little rectangle things you can put on these. A million of these circular things. This is a MiG-29. This is a Serbian flag, of course. Really cool stuff. I walked into the store. The workers knew me. Then maybe 2 weeks ago, the owner of this, he messaged me on Instagram. He said, hey, everybody was telling me you was in my shop. Thank you for coming. Next time, let me know. We'll have a coffee. They didn't pay me to do this. I bought this, and I like to support Serbian businesses. Anyhow, my friends, today, what I'm here for, today's the 29th of December. We're almost in 2021. Too bad once the clock ticks 2021, too bad it's not going to be 100% different. It's going to be the same. But hopefully by mid-year, by June, things will be back to somewhat normal, right? Today, what I wanted to discuss, my experience with Air Serbia here yesterday, actually. They're not paying me to say something nice about them, but I'm going to say something nice about my whole effed up experience that I created. It was my fault, nobody else's fault, mine, but Air Serbia solved it. Here's the thing. If you're looking to travel right now, double, triple, quadruple check the entry requirements for the country you're going to, okay? Because every single day things change. And it's very, very frustrating. And that's my fault. I did not double, triple check prior to clicking buy tickets, okay? I'm a guy who likes to travel. I've been to 45 countries. I expected by 2021, I would be over 50 countries by now, because I usually take a big trip on my birthday, November 7th, and then at New Year's. But this year, no. Because it's risky. It's not as fun because many places are locked down, things are closed. So why spend the money on going to a destination if you can't thoroughly enjoy it? So I went to Mexico, and I lived in Mexico. I love Mexico, but I don't like to go to a country I've already been to, with the exception of Serbia, because I live here and this is my country. But what was I saying here? Yeah. Over the past 2 weeks, I've been going back and forth. Where am I going to go for New Year's? I want to go somewhere outside of Serbia so I can add to my list of countries that I've been to. It's a good opportunity for me to travel. We're off work up until after Serbian Christmas, which is January 7th. So I go back to work on the 8th or 9th, I don't know what day that falls on, but that Monday after. I don't go back to work from home, but you understand my point. So over the past couple weeks, my buddy Urosh, me and him were discussing it. He's staying in Serbia, of course, as are almost all my friends. They're not doing much. Nobody knew what was going to happen on New Year's because the Serbian government, every other week they meet, the crisis team, and they determine restrictions, etc. for the upcoming weeks. It's so annoying. Not insulting the government here, but it is annoying when you have to just wait on them to tell you what you can do. But I understand. But it's still frustrating, okay? Just yesterday afternoon, the Serbian government, the crisis team had met, and what they have done, they've placed 6 o'clock cutoff closures for all restaurants, bars, clubs, etc. from now until January 11th. So from now till January 11th, everything's closing at 6 o'clock, with the exception of restaurants and different things. They're allowed to stay up until 8 o'clock. So they've clamped down on the upcoming holidays. There's no holidays being celebrated in the center of the cities like they typically do. Big mass amounts of people pack Trg Slobode right by my office to watch the ball drop, if you will, and to listen to the bands that they bring in each year. So a lot of these cities, there was a lot of good movements because of this. The closure, a lot of people expected it, even though they just said yesterday officially. A lot of these folks messaged me on Facebook, Instagram, and they said, hey, share this petition to the governments of each individual opština. The money that was allocated for the festivities, a lot of these Serbian people wanted to have the government give it to these sick kids that you could see all the time here in Serbia, which I thought was a great move. Zrenjanin did it. A couple other cities decided to do so. So good on you folks. But anyway, I was already going to leave Serbia for a few days. So about 2 weeks ago, I told my best buddy, one of my best buddies, I have two of them, my best buddy here in Serbia, Uroš, I told him, I said, man, you know what? I figured it out. I know where I'm going for New Year's Eve. I want to go somewhere close that I could fly direct flight that's only an hour and a half away, okay? And a country that didn't have restrictions. And since midsummer till now, there's only a few countries in this region that had no restrictions. It was Serbia, Albania, and Turkey, okay? So Serbia, of course, I live here. I was leaving Serbia for New Year's. I had two choices, Albania and Turkey. They had no restrictions. Up until, listen to this. I told Uroš, I said, Uroš, I decided I'm going to go to Albania. You know, I'm going to go buy my tickets. I'm going to Albania. It's about over $200 to go there. Air Serbia, it takes an hour to get there. I'm going to stay New Year's Eve until like Sunday, and then I'll come back. And Uroš was like, Charles, do you really want to go to Albania? He doesn't hate Albanians. He's a good guy. My friends here are non-judgmental. They don't care if you're Afghani or Iranian or Serbian. As long as you're nice, they're going to respect you. They're not like the vast majority of viewers and commenters on YouTube videos. So they don't have a problem with Albania, nor do I. I don't have a problem with Albanian people. I think the vast majority are nice people. Those who comment and watch my videos are dipshits, and I can't stand them. But anyway, most Albanians are good people. And so I was going to go to Albania. I wasn't going to tell anybody, because if you did not know, I've received some horrid death threats from Albania. Ones that I sent to the embassy in Albania, and I sent to the embassy in Belgrade. They was detailed. One person had sent, he knew which crossing I had planned on going through, which I was going to go through. He knew things about me that were really scary. He was going to he mentioned cutting my head off, burning my body. So all for just being a guy who likes Serbia, okay, and talks positively about Serbia on videos. That's where it came from. I don't say anything negative about Albanians. I never do. But anyway, I was going to Albania anyway. I don't care. I'm not nervous about that kind of stuff. I've been to Somalia, okay? So if you can go to Somalia, you can definitely go to Albania. Anyway, Uroš was like, do you really want to go there? I mean, I don't, he went through some things, said, I don't think you'll have as much fun. Maybe it's not safe for you because people will know who you are. If they watch your videos, it could be unsafe. I said, yeah. So I thought about it. I said, yeah, you know what? You're right. Let me reconsider. So I reconsidered up until yesterday at 12:45 a.m. I went to Air Serbia site and I said, you know what? I'm done thinking about where I'm going. I'm going to Istanbul. Went on there, bought my ticket to leave on the 30th at noon and fly back from Istanbul to Belgrade on the 4th. Okay? It was 22.000 dinara, 220 dinars, or $220 roughly, okay? With the current exchange rate. Roughly $220 for a round trip ticket, leaving Wednesday and coming back on Sunday, okay? Clicked it, and then I felt like a relief. Oh, great. Now I can plan my Airbnb, what I'm going to do, etc. I didn't bother looking at new restrictions because it had been the same for Turkey. As soon as I bought it, I went to Google. I looked up trying to find the best sites in Istanbul, and something popped up. It said new restrictions Turkey, and I was like, uh-oh. It said as of December 28th, anybody entering Turkey must have a negative COVID test or they will not be allowed entry. Are you kidding me? I was so pissed. I was like, oh my God, I don't even think I can get a fast test because I'm leaving Wednesday at noon, or I was. I need to be at the airport at 10 a.m. on Wednesday, okay? And yesterday, this is like 1 a.m, so I thought, what am I gonna do? I made a video, posted on my Instagram. If you follow me on Instagram or my Facebook, you saw it. I was saying, what am I going to do? Is there any place I can even get a rapid test like that? You can go to some of the Medi clinics and stuff here for a rapid test, but that's the antibody test, and that's not good enough. You need to go get the nasal swab or whatever, and sometimes that can take a lot longer. Like Serbians have said they had to wait in line for 4, 5, 6, 7 hours, and then they get the results maybe next day or whenever. So I couldn't do it. I was like, oh my God, I just threw away $220, because Air Serbia is not going to help me. It's my fault. I didn't look at the updated stuff before I clicked buy, So I thought I'm screwed, more or less. But then yesterday at 10 a.m., I bought the tickets at 12:45 in the morning. I'm like Donald Trump. I'm up all night doing business. But 10 a.m., after thinking about it, I thought, you know what? What am I going to lose by calling Air Serbia? I remember trying to get a hold of them in May when I was going back to the USA. It was almost impossible. And people have complained about their customer service, trying to get their money back, etc. So Air Serbia is not paying me here to say this. And I haven't always been so thrilled with them. But this situation, listen, I called 10 a.m. on a Tuesday, on a Monday, dialed the number I found online, customer service, put it on speaker because I knew I would be on hold for hours if I got anybody at all. Grabbed my coffee. It said, do you want English or Serbian? I clicked 9 for English, and then it said all this stuff in English. I clicked 4 for change of reservation or issue or something. Clicked 4, put it on speaker, and I was just going to drink my coffee and listen to music and just wait hours for somebody, okay? Take a drink, boom. Hello, Air Serbia. I couldn't believe it. I took it off speaker. I said, yeah, hi, how are you? I said, my name is Charles Cather. I said, I'm an American, but I just received Serbian citizenship in June from the Serbian government for positive promotion of Serbia. I like to say that, it makes me feel important. And I said, I've got a problem. And I said, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know if you can help me because it was my fault. I was 100% honest. It was a lady. She was very nice. And she said, what's your problem? And I said, I live here in Serbia, of course. And I said, I wanted to take a trip to Istanbul for New Year's Eve. So I booked a ticket on Wednesday and to return on Sunday, round trip through Air Serbia, $220 or 22,000 dinara. I said, I booked it. The minute I booked it, I went online and I saw that Turkey had just put into effect new restrictions, that I must have a negative COVID test to get on the airplane in Belgrade to depart on Air Serbia into Turkey. And I said, I didn't know that because they hadn't had restrictions the whole time. That's why I chose it. I said, I don't want my money back. Firstly, I said, I would just like to use this 22,000 dinars for another flight. Is that at all possible? I expected them to say, I'm sorry, it's your fault, or maybe give me half of it back to use. But she said, no problem, we'll take care of it. She said, we'll give you a credit or a coupon for 22,000 Serbian dinars. She said, it's got to be in Serbian dinar. I said, no problem. And she said, I'm just going to send that back to your email here in 15 minutes, and that's it. She said, you have 1 year to use it. 22,000 dinars. She said, you cannot do it online. You have to call us. She said, so look at where you want to go, what you want to do. Call us back. We'll use that coupon. It'll take 22,000 dinars off of your price within 1 year. And I was literally speechless. I said, are you serious? I said, this is absolutely phenomenal. I said, firstly, I didn't expect to get anybody on the phone. I figured your phone was ringing off the hook. You had nobody there to answer. I said, but your English is phenomenal. You've helped me with every single thing I needed today. And I am extremely happy. Thank you very much. And she laughed and she said, you're very welcome. She said, she confirmed my email, and I said, yes, that's it. She said, well, you'll have your coupon soon. Thank you for flying Air Serbia. Unbelievable, In this day and age, you look at all these forums. I'm on LinkedIn. I follow Air Serbia, and a lot of times they post something, and the comments underneath are like, answer my emails, answer my phone calls, where's my money back? All this negativity. But my experience with Air Serbia, 22,000 dinars, I book a ticket. It was my fault that I didn't check it out. And I message them. They give my money back. I can use it at another time. Long story short, I thought about going to Albania now, using that money to go to Albania, but I'm not going to. I'm staying right here in Serbia for New Year's because Albania has like a 6 p.m. curfew also. And if I leave Serbia and I fly back into Serbia on Monday, I have to have a negative COVID test or quarantine for 10 days. And I don't want to do either of those. So it's going to be New Year's Eve here in Serbia. I found a really cool place. I'm working a deal out with the owner, but I'm not going for New Year's, but you're going to love this place. I'm going to make some videos from there. But my destination, I still haven't decided. I'm going to go somewhere historic and learn more about that country right there. Some historic place, nice, quiet, and enjoy. Anyway, my friends, that's it for me. Thanks for listening. Air Serbia is not all bad, my friends. Anyway, before you book a trip anywhere now, check with your embassy. The American embassy is phenomenal. They update their site daily, and we have embassies in every country. So if you're an American citizen flying anywhere in the world at this moment, message your embassy and say, hey, listen, it shows me I need a COVID test. Is this true? And they usually have it updated on their site. Or call the airports. Airports are phenomenal also. I've had really good luck emailing airports for specific entry requirements, etc. And that's it for me, man. Whatever you do, have a happy New Year's Eve. Ciao, ciao.